This video is gonna be a bit different than what I'm used to. There's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I recently won Alan Wake 2, and I just wanted to talk about it. So here I am in House Flipper 2, because I figured if I started to play the final draft, I might see stuff that I'm not ready to see while not focusing, if you understand what I'm saying. So, hi. First off, huge spoiler warning, because I'm just going to be saying whatever comes to my mind, because I have no scripts or anything like that. I'm basically just speaking off, my head. So, let's begin, shall we? So first off, I would just like to say the two things on my mind mostly is that I am like, oops. I've never played this game with a controller before. I'm doing it for the video because I didn't want the mouse to be all clickety clackety. But right, first off, I strongly believe, maybe it's been confirmed, but I strongly believe that Warlin Door is Saga's father. It just makes all the sense everywhere. It just, he must be her dad. I am just certain of it. Ooh, that ghosting effect. And also, I, like, from the beginning, even in Alan Wake 1, I was convinced that Thomas Zane is Alan's father. I do recall, I don't know if I can find it, but I do recall an interview with Sam Lake, and he basically said that the clicker, like, his mother told him that it belonged, like the lamp that it belonged to his father, and Alan didn't really know his father. So anything associated with his dad had this, like, like, special meaning to it, if I recall what I heard in the interview correctly. So I believe that Thomas Zane is his dad also. Like, I'm thinking, because Odin and Thor knew Tom, but at the same time, I believe when you're trapped in the dark place, you stop aging. Because I really believe that Alan and Saga are the same age, but at the same time, no, I believe she's younger. He's just been there for 13 years. Flipper tool. Change the mode to R1. Cool beans. What else was I gonna say? Right, yeah, I believe Thomas Zane is Alan's dad, and that Warlin Door. I mean, we hear about her mom. Fada? Is that it? Farah, Fada, the whole Viking name. I'll just toss you into the stairs for now. But all we hear about the dad is that he was not not exactly a nice guy. And, in the real world, there appears to be no Warlin Door. But he was in Bright Falls all those years ago when he disappeared. I don't remember the year, because as I said, I haven't really done research. Okay, imagine this video as you're in class, however long ago that was, and you get called just randomly to talk about something that you've watched. Like, say, I don't know, like, your teacher is asking you to speak about Peter Pan or something. You watched it, but you didn't, like, watch it and, like, you were taking notes and stuff, So that's basically what this is. I just really wanted to talk about it. I don't really have anyone that, like, plays the game or even, like, likes Alan Wake. I don't know why. The game is amazing, but you can't appeal to everybody. Oh, it was really cool seeing that one bit, like, Jesse Faden popped up for just a second, like, hello, and then Zane was like, run. That was cool. And I also saw the thumbnail for the final draft trailer had Mr. Casper Darling on it, which I found to be amazing. But yeah. Oh yeah, I can sell stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, so apparently the control is gonna have more. There's gonna be more like, oh gosh, I can't speak right now. Okay, we already had that lady from Control show up. What's her name? Estevez? The one that Casey was clearly flirting with? Yes, that one. The one that hurt her leg. So basically, apparently Saga is now a member of the FBC, which I find fantastic. But at the same time, I don't know, at the point of recording this, I don't know how the game's true ending is, since, it's not a loop, it's a spiral, which does make sense because, if you're in a loop, you can't ever catch up with yourself. You're always you know, a certain distance away. But in a spiral, you can catch up and go past, but then another you is going to catch up and go past you. It's so fascinating. And it was awesome to see that the game really did end as it began. Because I saw that like burning white light in Alan's head, and I was like, what is this? It was confusing. But now I know. It was just the end of the game at the... That's weird. Anyway, it was the end of the game at the very beginning. So I found that pretty cool. So, poor fan. I'll sell you though. What else was I gonna say? Alan Wake. Oh yeah, one thing I found very interesting about this. So this isn't a review or anything. I just want a reason, like an outlet to talk about this. I don't expect to see views and stuff because normally I'm playing Naruto. So, but yeah, like let me try and focus on one thing. Alan. Speaking from, you know, one who won the initial game, I haven't done the final draft yet. I started it, but I haven't gotten even to the first save point. When he came back, like I was completely certain it was him. I was like so pleased, like he actually made it out. It was just surprising how fast it happened in the game, because they even spoiled it when the initial trailer was revealed that Alan makes it out of the dark place. That was extremely unexpected. I did not think that was gonna happen, at least that way. And oh my gosh, Alice, the game got me. I was convinced that she died. I really believed that she was dead. Once again, I already said the spoiler warning. I don't know if anybody would watch this not having either seen that ghosting. That's oh gosh, ew. That yeah, not having seen or, you know, understand the game. So yeah, all the spoiler warnings all over. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Alice tricked Alan. Oh yeah, also, I know I'm all over the place, I'm sorry, but Alan calls himself in the dark place, but we never got to a point in the... I'm not used to using the controller. We never got to a point in which we're the one making that call. So I'm really hoping that in the final draft, I'm able to... Oh no, I can't toss that from that direction. I'm able to actually see that call being made, because the way he sounded, how calm he was, I have a strong feeling that he is with Alice. I mean, originally Tom Zane, like, he couldn't save Barbara. She was already gone, like gone. Unlike Alice, she wasn't gone. She was just trapped for a moment, because she said it herself, like she crawled out right after he dived in. So super unfortunate. But yeah, Barbara definitely was, her body was taken over by the dark presence and that creepy wedding gown stuff. So, but Alice faked her death. But at the same time, Alan being Scratch, I mean, it was not, I mean, okay, it makes sense for Alan Wake 2, but for Alan Wake, for Alan, oh gosh, say for American Nightmare, I don't believe 1% that Scratch was Alan. I just don't. No, I believe that Scratch was definitely their own entity completely. I just don't believe it. Can I toss this all the way? Okay, that's my distance. No. But yeah, so Scratch being Alan. Dang it. It actually caught me off guard. And the way that one of those brothers just got killed, and then the other one just vanished for the rest of the game, that surprised me. Because he just shifted through the bars and was like, okay, you die now. And the other one was like, whoa. That was it. That's when you last saw them both. Nobody even mentions it at all. So you got the Cult of the Tree. So what was it? They found the manuscript first, and whenever something came out of the lake, hey, I got it, but I wasn't 10 meters away. Darn it. Whenever something came out of the lake, they would perform the ritual. This is a ritual to lead you on. Oh, hello. Epic demo is finally out. I'm a Tabby. Bring a friend and meowing stones. Okay, I'll just close you. Right, sorry, I'm all over the place. I just... Let's see, what was I saying? Alan, right? Alice. Oh yeah, and it turns out that similar to, oh yeah, Saga is a seer. This is also one reason I believe that her father is Warland. She's a seer, and she's an Anderson and a Door, because in the writing that you get in the Dark Place, Door knew that he was being watched, and he allowed it because he knew that Saga was gonna see it. But at any other point, do you ever see in any of the pages Alan mention Door? Not at all. So he's, I don't know, he got teleported into the Dark Place and now he just has powers, because one of the things that Jesse's brother says in Control, spoilers once again, is that he met Mr. Door and that he wanted him to invite him in to see all these worlds so that he could be like, hey, hiss, go wild, go free, have fun, my brothers. But, you know, Door said no, so that was the end of that. But yeah, he said that doors, just like their name implies, can use doors to, they can will the doors to take them where they want to go. And what does Saga do? She went through the door, and she got to the other side where she wanted to go, so that she could find the pictures of the clicker. So that's one reason I strongly believe that Door is is Saga's father. I mean, I could be wrong, or maybe in the final draft it's actually acknowledged. But I do believe a lot of Remedy stuff, you have to like put the pieces together yourself, and then in a future game they're gonna acknowledge it. But yeah, so just like Saga, Alan has that power too, in a way. And you know, Zane, who I believe is Alan's dad, knew Thor and Odin, but I think that was a family thing. They can't just like, here you go, I'll share this power with you. No, I don't believe it works that way one bit. Although it would be kind of cool, but no, I don't think so. But he has something similar. He had, you know, he has his writer's room. She has her mind place. So he's been seeing the life of the actual Alex Casey and making stories and, you know, adding his own fiction moments and whatnot. But at the same time, oh yeah, one person I want to talk about, Rose. Like, what's the deal with Rose? Yeah, I get it. She's part of the story. Like, not like officially. Like she is like important to the story, but who wrote her in? Alan doesn't remember it. I don't think Scratch would that, but no, it's like, was she just like, is she just such an obsessed fan and obsessed with Alan that she saw, like, she mentioned seeing stuff in the paper and what, like she knew exactly what to do. She most likely was the one leaving all those things for Saga in the woods, all those Alex Casey lunchboxes and whatnot. So what's the deal with Rose? I mean, yes, she believes in the story. She believes that Logan, which is, I never expected that to be a girl's name. That was so cool. I was like, wow, that's awesome. But yeah, she never, like, she's been leaving all of these things behind. I just found that fascinating. Like, she is part of the story at the same time she's not, which is just fascinating. Because Alan doesn't remember her at all. But then again, when you get shot in the head, you don't really remember much at all. And then Thomas Zane, that last meeting they had, when it basically turned into a movie, like, he's fine. I don't believe you can die, truly die, in the Dark Place. So that's fascinating. Oh wait, there's one more stain? Oh, how did I miss that? But yeah, I don't believe you can truly die in the Dark Place. I mean, Alan, the music, oh my gosh, you've heard like, he said he's died at he's been there 1,000 nights, he's died 1,000. Oh, the music in the game is so good. I mean, okay, when the game came out, I was out of the country. I was not home. So I had the album listening to. It spoiled so much. Yes, it mentions the mom being a seer and all that stuff. And like, I've died 1,000 nights, and oh, and now he's wide awake. Ah, it's so good. The writing is good. They did so good with the music, and don't even get me started on Herald of Darkness. When I got to that mission, I was just like, oh my gosh, I wish I was like a streamer or like recorded this. The experience was so good. I wanted to share it, but I didn't have anyone to share it with. But still, it was so goodness. So when I watched the Game Awards, you know, the whole Jeff Keighley stuff, and I saw like Sam Lake go on stage and doing a little deals, it was so awesome. Has me all pleased now. Goodness. It was so good. I think you can only get that achievement once you upgrade your stuff to throw further. That's my guess. But sorry, I keep getting distracted because I'm just doing whatever. As I said, this isn't a video I've done, but if this actually does somewhat well, I would definitely write a script and like get like clips and stuff, and it would be so cool to do. I know I've done a lot of stuff in the past and basically wasted my time and got like 2 views and whatnot. But either way, that's not important. I'm here to talk about Alan Wake. So yeah, Saga. Wait. What is that? Deadly Fistfight on the Flip Station. Hold on a second. This. What are? Show me the back of you. I want to see. Dang it, I can't. Is there even a back? Oh shucks, no. Anyway, right. Focus right now is Alan Wake. What else? Oh yeah, Thor and Odin. He mentioned being a terrible grandfather and that their mom left Bright Falls and, well, no, they left Finland, right? I don't even know. I really don't know. All I know is that Saga's mother's father was not the greatest guy. That's why he wrote that song. But they left. She met, you know, Saga's dad. But nobody ever mentions what happened to him. They mention that Saga's mom is no longer alive. They don't say how, but we know she's not alive. Oh, I can't saw you? Right, yeah, she's not alive. But they just mentioned that her dad is a piece of work. Let's put it that way. But that's all. And you know, she said her mother would always be like, "Oh, you're seeing things in your head? Yeah, baby, that's just your imagination. Just chill. Go read a book." So, yeah. Okay, I don't think she was that mean, but you know, you get what I'm saying. I'm hoping, anyway. Right. What else about the game? The music was great. I must say, the gore, although I know it wasn't like a major part, but goodness, you could shoot the boobs off of people. The skin off of them. Goodness, it's like the Taken would show up and you're just like, oh, you want a piece of me? And just bang. The puzzles, I actually liked some of the puzzles. They were really cool. You got to actually look around and use your flashlight for the light and stuff, and that was cool, except for like the one in Sheriff Breaker's office. That confused me. Also, is Sheriff Breaker just completely stuck in the dark place? Like, I'm confused. Like, why? Okay, I know Dor took him there so that he could be there for that moment, so that he could show. Hold on. Alright, something just happened. I completely lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was saying, and I also don't want to stop the video. Okay, I believe I was talking about Mr. Dor. Right, yes, I remember now. Sheriff Breaker. Wait, is this dirty or... Hold on a second. I think you're dirty, aren't you? Yep, you are. Right, Sheriff Breaker. Is he just permanently stuck in the dark place now? Because I don't believe they purposely forgot about him. Oh, goodness. I think there's a reason that he's still there. Unless Alan, in his final draft, is actually going to, like, fix everything. Which would actually be pretty cool. To just right all the wrongs. But also, maybe I'm putting the... Oh, wow. Maybe I'm thinking too highly of the final draft, you know? Like, maybe it's nowhere near as cool as I'm thinking. But hey, Remedy has proven me wrong before. Those folks are great. Also, Ati. Ati is so cool. I mean, oh, they had a live action Ati. That was really cool. We didn't get that in Control, did we? Or did I just miss it? But yeah, seeing live action Ati was pretty awesome. And then as I said before, the music in the game is just so good, and he's singing in uh in Finnish or whatever it is, but it was still so cool. Oh, there's 2 controllers. But yeah, he's singing. I don't know what he's saying, but he's singing that song called Nightless Night, something like that. But goodness, it just sounded so cool. But yeah, I do like the new thingy that they did, in which Alan can, like, as they said with Mr. Door, he's basically astral projecting. He's not really out there in the world. I think that's the reason why he can catch up to himself, because it's like he's forgetting at the same, like, he's basically split in two. It's Alan the writer and Alan the one out doing stuff, which makes me wonder, is that what it was in Alan Wake 1? Was he really just a projection of himself because he was already in the dark place for over a week? I don't know, but I got a feeling there's a lot of Easter eggs on these things. I gotta look at them. But yeah, it makes me wonder, was he just an astral projection for the entire game? I never did complete the DLCs for Alan Wake 2. That is completely on me. That's my fault. What does that even say? I'm trying to... How do you crouch from the controller? Oh, that's too low. I see Kraken... Steampunk... What? Steampunk 2077. Alright, Cyberpunk. I get you. Right. Kraken. Very, Cthulhu inspired. Alright. So basically, does that mean that... Okay. His real self is always in the writer's room. But then the projection of him... Like his head is so warped from all the writing, the years of writing, because frog traffic, Frogger, because as Sam Lake had said, Alan Wake American's Nightmare is basically just one of countless attempts that he made to escape the dark place. So even though you win that game and Scratch is defeated, he's not really defeated, you know? He's still there. Wait, how can I put this like level? Like, this game is weird. Or does it always stay flat? I don't know. Maybe. Interesting. Sorry, I'm distracting myself. But yeah, like, because Alan basically meets himself, thinking that he's he's thinking that Scratch is writing when it's really him, and then he kills himself, and then the dark place, the dark presence takes over his body. But that's before he... It's so confusing. He sees him, he's Scratch. In this game, he's Scratch. But he's only Scratch after killing himself, because of the despair of losing Alice. Because he strongly believes that Scratch tortured her until she killed herself, which would make sense, because that's why I believed it, but that's not what happens. So it's just fascinating. And yes, I know I'm rambling all over the place. I would definitely do this again in a more concise, structured manner, like, definitely. And I don't know how many folks are watching right now and their OCD is kicking in because of how badly I'm placing these things down. My apologies in advance. Just getting the job done. But right. Tor and... Ooh. Cool. Tor and Odin. Oh yeah! No. Before I talk about anything else. Cynthia Weaver. I am so... Like, that was so sad what happened to her. Like, as I said before, Rose knows things and I don't know how she knows them. But she took Tom's lamp away from her. And that lamp was the one thing keeping her safe all those years. That we last saw her, you know, and she helped us. She had that whole facility stuff set up with all those lights. She was a good person, so to see her get taken by the Taken? It was very unfortunate. That was just, that was so bad. That was so sad. Cynthia was, oh my gosh, how did I get to the ceiling? Cynthia was cool. I mean, from the very beginning of the game, she's like, you can get hurt in the dark. She wasn't a bad lady. Also, because Alan Wake 2 was coming out, I went ahead and was like, I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks. I watched it. I liked it. I saw season 1 and season 2. I haven't gotten around to finishing episode 1 of season 3. It just feels so different. I mean, it makes me wonder, like, oh, and then again, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil Twin Peaks. If you want to know who killed Laura Palmer, go on right ahead. The shows are right there. Oh goodness. But there's so much to do. You can just tidy up this place, but do I really want to? I'm just here to talk about Alan Wake. I'm not here to tidy up your house. I was here to flip some stuff, not right at the edge, punk. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna finish this job. Sure. But yeah, what was I saying? Cynthia Weaver, she went out so sadly. It was unfortunate, but I mean, it is a horror story at the end of the day, but still, man, Cynthia Weaver, she did so much. She's basically been holding on to the torch, literally, ever since Thomas Zane has been gone, if I remember correctly, so it's just unfortunate. And yes, I know, I am rambling. I am legit just rambling about Alan Wake right now, which is fine. I just wanted a reason to talk about it. And even if no one's listening, I get to talk about it. It's just, you know, it's not going to be all looking, oh, looking good. Oh, I'm sorry, this window's dirty. Goodness, how are you going to do the peeping? Disturbing. But, what was I saying? Right, I'm rambling. Yes, exactly. But I do like the game. I do want to. I am going to finish the final draft, and maybe depending on how this video goes and how I feel after I beat the final draft, I'll make a better video. Maybe I'll record a bunch of it so I have a bunch of clips and whatnot. I mean, I do have this AV1 encoder, so I can like see what I can do. You know, record for hours and barely take any space. Maybe I'll figure it out. Oh, what else do I want to talk about? The fact that Scratch was Alan with the dark... as I said before, I really believe that's only the case for this game. 100% Scratch was his own entity in American Nightmare. And I haven't played the DLC for part 1, so I don't know when Scratch was first introduced. I can't speak on that part. I really can't. I want to, but I can't. It wouldn't be fair of me. And that's also unfortunately on my end. I mean, I did see videos about it. About Tom the Poet. Oh yeah, the fact that he's a writer. I mean, yeah, they basically made it clear that it's not just writing that has the power to change reality, but any form of art. So Poets of the Fall, the old gods of Asgard. Their music can make it a change. Just, you know. Because they're old people and back in time. I'm joking. I'm just joking. It wasn't because of their age. The ritual was correct. They brought him back, just not when they wanted to. And it happened like, right when he found himself. It was so... I thought that was axe for a second. So unfortunate though. I mean, yes, it's a horror story and it has to be dark. But I really hope this final draft is dark. But at the end of all that darkness, there's just such a blinding light that everything just works out. And I want to see more Jessie. Jessie showed up for like less than a full second just to say hello. And then she was gone. I want to see more Jessie. And then I want to see Dr. Darling, of course. But the fact... Okay, I didn't see... Okay, we see Darling's book in Door's room. I don't know why he was reading it. And the fact that, you know, Darling is the voice of Alan Wake. I mean, watching the Game Awards was so cool. I'm watching Door and the actor for Alan. And then we have the body actor for Alan on the stage doing the dancing and the lip syncing. It was so good. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I went this far in the video and I haven't spoken about James McCaffrey. I'm so sorry. The voice of Max Payne. Max Payne 1 and 2. We're not going to talk about 3. No, we can. But, oh my gosh. I wish I could sit here and just talk about it. Yeah, as always, he does such a stellar job. You can just, what the heck, you can do that? I'm putting that back. How strong am I? Dude, what do you eat? A dozen eggs a day? Right, sorry. Yeah, James McCaffrey is always just speaking. It's amazing. And of course, we have Sam Lake, reprising his role as as Alex Casey, since Max Payne doesn't belong. I really do hope, I know I'm all over the place, I really do hope that Rockstar gives them the thumbs up to remake Max Payne 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, that would be wonderful. Those were some of the first games I played when I first got on a PC, which actually wasn't that long ago. I didn't grow up with a computer or having access to the internet like the way I do now. So there's a lot of games I missed out on. I didn't have the whole Nintendo 64 and, like Mario I didn't have growing up. I didn't, I missed out on a lot of stuff, okay? But Alan Wake is one of the first games I played. Yes, it lagged. The computer wasn't great, but my goodness, was it an experience. And that voice, the voice of Alan Wake was just so good. It was amazing. That's dirty. Yeah, he did a good job playing Alex Casey and playing Alex Casey, the hard-boiled detective, as well as the, just Saga's partner. So good. So good. Oh my gosh. Man, what else do I even talk about now? As I said, there's no script. I mean, I like to consider myself a writer, but that's just, word of mouth. I have to prove it one day by actually doing a video where I write everything out and plan it, and then you'll tell me if I have any right calling myself that. Because that's one of the reasons I was into Alan Wake. I used to write a lot of songs and short stories, but they always remained on the page. I have books in my closet and in my bag and stuff where I wrote a lot of stuff, and some of them I really need to type out just in case, I lose the books or there's a fire or something, and you never know. But yeah, what the heck is this? Mega dirty. But yeah, that's one of the reasons that Alan Wake really got to me early on, because I used to do this. I used to write. Nowhere near as good, heck no, but my gosh, it was just so cool. Just having, just playing this person that I can't say I relate to, but at the same time, I want to relate to, because I know what it's partially like to just see a blank page in front of you, and then your ideas cause that page to just go from empty to completely full. And no one else in the world has what's on this page but you. It's just fascinating. At least to me it is. It's just so cool. Oh, I can't pick those up yet. I think I gotta get a vacuum cleaner. Oh, that's certainly trash. Goodness. What is that? No. Be gone. But yeah, let me see. I gotta play the final draft. I also want to play Baldur's Gate. I basically stopped Baldur's Gate to play a bunch of other stuff, and I only want Alan Wake. There's so much stuff I gotta do, but Baldur's Gate, right now I'm in Act 2. I'm in the Shadowlands. I'm basically right outside of the that tower they keep talking about, but I keep roaming around trying to find other stuff because there's just so much to do in that game. But I'm gonna end it here. There's more I want to talk about, but as I said before, I don't have any there's no path, there's no writing. I'm just speaking off the top of my head. As soon as I stop recording, I know I'm gonna be like, oh shucks, dude, you forgot to mention banana. Alice Wake, Alan Wake, Rose, Thor and Odin, the Andersons, Door, Saga, Logan. I have not seen a picture of Logan's dad though. It really makes me wonder. But yeah, Saga's mixed. Her mom's definitely a white lady, Caucasian lady from Finland, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Finland, and her dad, I don't know where he's from, but I'm certain that he's Door. Definitely. Has to be Door. That's why I'm certain that Saga is a Door and an Anderson. Definitely. But I was really worried when I was playing the game that that they were going to get taken by a story, because we saw like they were drinking their moonshine. They were trying to avoid drinking the water, but one of them was starting to get sick. So I'm just pleased that that didn't end up happening. Because, come on, do you think the ending of the game would have been the way it was without Thor and Odin? No way. Like, absolutely no way. I mean, I do like the fact that the Poets of the Fall came out, because when when they started singing and one of them started choking, it was hilarious. I was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna hear these old geezers like try to sing, and then you see the whole live action like Poets of the old gods of Asgard just pop up, and you're like, yeah, it's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh gosh, that room's dirty. Nope. I'm good. What does it say? Didn't manage to finish the extra room. Have fun with it. Thanks for taking this burden from me. This is a burden, all right. Goodness, I'm not going in there. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly end the video, man. As I said, I just wanted to talk about this, and even if I don't get many viewers, if I get at least 5 and like 2 likes, I will consider myself pleased. And that's gonna guarantee like I'm gonna do a proper video on this once I complete the final draft. I am thinking, you know what, I'm gonna use OBS, set the kilobits to like 9,000 or something, play through the game and just have fun with it. I don't know if I'll do the voice or just either way. I'm gonna have clips and whatnot. I might feel like an actual YouTuber. I don't know. The goal is to get over 1,000 subs at the end of the year, but we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here. This is gonna be my house one day. Maybe. Oh, if I can actually create a house, you know what? The house that Alan's writing in at the end of the game. If I could like take screenshots of it and try to remake it into. Ooh, I just gave myself an idea right there, didn't I? Yeah, if I could create the writer's room. Oh my gosh. If this game would let me, I definitely do it. But I'm going to end it here. Thanks so much for watching. Whoever possibly got this far, maybe it's me watching it over again to hear the nonsense I was saying. Yeah. But yeah, I just got to say thanks. Like, I just wanted a reason to talk about Alan Wake. If anyone wants to listen, then that's all I can say. Thank you. I'm gonna end it here. And just remember, it's not a lake, it's an ocean. It's not a loop, it's a spiral.